Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, I bow to the Lord Vasudeva. Hello, friends. We're talking about the temptation of Arjuna to give up his spiritual battle because he's fighting against, he sees that the people he's fighting against are a part of his own family. And what this means is that they're his own qualities. They may be pulling him down, but still they're a part of him. They're a part of his self-definition. I may be greedy, but I can't help it. I'm greedy. And so what makes it so difficult to get out of delusion is our identity with the delusion, our feeling that this is who I am. So anyway, we are on stanza 34. Other people, this is if you refuse this opportunity for righteous combat. Krishna is trying to urge Arjuna to go ahead and fight his lower nature and don't just be passive and give up. He says, if you do give up, other people, far from honoring you, you may think that they'll honor you because you've done a good thing, you're being compassionate and so on, far from honoring you will heap your name with ignominy. To a man of self-respect, dishonor is verily worse than death. And it is a fact in life, although this whole thing is an allegory about your inner family of consciousness, and that your own mind will bemoan and heap you with ignominy. You'll tell yourself if you fail, oh, I've failed, I haven't done it right, I'll never get it right. Yogananda said, God will never let you down so long as you make the effort. He said, if you give up, then it will be the end, at least for this lifetime. But if you keep on, God will always be there trying to help you. Don't forget that, because so many times, probably everybody, certainly many people, do disappoint themselves. They do slip backward in one way or another. They become lazy, they become whatever. And if you think, oh, it's lost for me, then it'll be lost for this lifetime. But it needn't be. Every time you fall down, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep running. You have to understand that your nature is finally to win. You have no alternative. You cannot identify yourself with your faults. They are not you. You are the ever-perfect Brahman. And once you understand that your higher nature is it's this way. If you have energy going in two different directions, you have less going in either direction. If they're going in opposite directions, they fight each other. And so that every effort you make to rise, if there's another one pulling you down, it leaves you sort of flapping your ears in the middle, not getting anywhere. So we've got to learn that sooner or later, this battle must be fought and must be won. The story that I told you of, I think it was the last time or quite recently, of Shankaracharya, there was this woman disciple of his who was a great doubter. And one day she said, but what if I die? And Shankaracharya, who was her guru, said, all right, then die. And she died. And you may think, well, my God, that's certainly a final blow to her. But it's not. The guru looks at your incarnations, not just this one incarnation. You know, one time Yogananda said to us, because a number of the monks had left the ashram and gone back to a worldly life. And one time he said, those who have left here, I made them leave by my willpower. They weren't taking advantage of the life here. And you think, my gosh, didn't he want to help them? Yes, but he was helping them in the right way. you must understand that he came here. He didn't have to come back to this world of Maya. When he came here and saw the mistakes people make, he accepted that. It's the given. People do err in this world. That's what he's trying to help them to get out of. So if a disciple errs, he's not damning him. He's just thinking what will help him the best. When you're fishing and you catch a fish, sometimes you have to let the fish go out and then reel it in. But if you keep pulling it, the line may break. And so if you keep pulling on the disciple against his own will, he may break that line. He may turn against you and spirituality and all good things in his life. So the guru will sometimes, in fact, even push you away. It seems a little worse than letting the fish go out with the line. But the truth is, he knows how to help you. There was a story of this. I heard this as a true story. Somebody had told me who met the man personally. This was a man who was a young man, had gone up into the mountains and taken a cabin there, and he was trying to meditate. And one day he went out for a walk. When he came home, he saw a man sitting in front of the cottage, an Indian dressed in orange. And he said, "I'm your guru, I've come to help you." And so he taught him techniques, and he came back several times. After the man had advanced a certain distance, one time he came back, and instead of his guru, he found a beautiful young woman, and he fell with her. And he got so discouraged, he went back to the world and gave it up. And he told my friend whom we met at that time, I think he owned a bookstore. He said, "Well, it just got me down. I can't fight it anymore." But he should not have done that. Even if he fell, he should have said, "No, that's a mistake. I'm wrong." Dust his hands off and try again. But once you've given up, then you'll go back. And in going back, you don't go back to anything that you really want. The thing is that this world is always going to cheat you. And you think this is the thought of a family. I remember what Yogananda wrote in autobiography of a yogi, of this, when they went off to the Himalayas, flight to the Himalayas, that's the name of the chapter. And when the brother found them, and this boy's brother came also, and Yogananda was saying that slip out and try again. And the boy was just basking, as Master called it, in the familial warmth. That was a very interesting and striking expression, the familial warmth. There's sort of a, baby, it's cold outside. You've got your loving parents and your loving wife and your loving children. It's sort of like a warm fire, and you're protected from the outside. But in that protection, you're not finding truth. You've got to get out in the blizzard, fight your way through. You must understand that the peace that you're looking for is not the peace of non-involvement, is not the peace of non-competition. It's the peace that comes from victory. And this peace is, it has to be won by fighting. That's why Arjuna is saying again and again, fight this war, don't give up. But he says if you do give up, then not only the people around you, but your own family of consciousness, your inner qualities will look down on you. They'll make you feel badly. This is one of the wonderful things about living in a community. We have hundreds of people living together here, not in one room, obviously, but on many acres with different houses. And we find that with this family, people are all there trying to help each other. It's not like the usual worldly thing where there's judgment. They're always trying to offer encouragement, offer inspiration, and helping people to grow. I do urge everybody to think seriously about this new way of life, which I believe will be, I seriously believe this will be a pattern for the future. Well, joy to you, and God bless you.